Hi, how are you? I just wanted to share with you a magazine that I bought in 2011. 2011, 2012, I think it was 2011. Um, it got released in 2011, I think. So I must have bought it around that time. Now the reason why I bought this, it's because it had the wonders of the world inside, or at least what the National Geographic considers the wonders of the world. So it's an old magazine, but every time I open it, I find new things or I discover new details. I think these type of magazines are a bit like a book, and when you gift these type of magazines to yourself, it's a bit like when you gift a book. It's a present you can open over and over again. Somehow I just love not the digital copies, but real magazines that I can hold and feel. It just gives me a sense of relaxation for some reason, just flipping the pages. It's like when you're at the doctor's and you're waiting for your appointment, just grab a magazine and just relax a little bit. Keep your mind occupied before you're called in. Anyway, this is the National Geographic, and it's a magazine about the wonders of the world. So we have WONDERS of the WORLD, world. And then it says Earth's most awesome places. Indeed. Let's see. Look at these. Beautiful. It feels like glass or shards, It's just ice. This looks like a valley. As if before this happened there was a glacier and it just moved through. Let's see. World of extremes. The planet's dramatic history reveals itself in the world's oldest and deepest lake, Russia's Baikal. Previous page, okay. And the ancient rocks of Africa's Great Rift Valley. So that was from Russia. And this is from Africa. Look at this. This is, at first you feel this is a painting. It has to be a painting. Look at the sky. But then here it just it feels really real. Some, don't know, unless they Photoshop this one. Let's see. Sunlit spires, sky, land and water all play starting roles in the dramatic landscapes of Patagonia. Here, eroded granite towers, known as cuernos, catch the light over Lago Pijo. I think I'm gonna love this section, the water one. Let's see. Look at this, so beautiful. Just breathtaking, huh? It's, the way I always say, like a book or a magazine is a gift you can open over and over again. I think the world in itself is the same, because depending on the light, the time of the day, the season, the light will hit every single thing in the world at some angle or intensity, and then it totally changes. You can have the same picture taken in summer or at winter, and even in the same day, different times, and it's a different perspective. It would transmit different feeling. So, where are the penguins? So this, okay, over 98% of the world's fresh water is found in glaciers and ice caps. Beautiful. Something to think of, when we are trying to protect the planet. Wouldn't you just love to go like, here, I'll go here. I'll go here. Wow. You have to have some stamina and endurance to get up here to the top of the hill, top of the mountain, walking in the air. So the air is thin, but the views are incomparable atop Bolivia's Mount Sajama. So this is an extinct volcano, and it's located in the country's highest peak. Look at this, such lovely. So many llamas. Yep, they are. Blue Horizons, a herd of domesticated llamas, stands out in relief of the flat, spring-fed pastures of the Altiplano. Llamas and alpacas are native to the high, wind-swept region. Flamingos. Oh, look, baby flamingos, huh? The redwoods. Beautiful. A natural cathedral. Redwoods reach for the sky and for the life-sustaining moisture of fog. Okay. So it seems that the old-growth trees are part of the International Biosphere Reserve. Look at these. Life at the top. On average, redwoods can reach heights of 300 feet, rising even higher. Okay. Anyway, now let's see. Machu Picchu. So much cultural history, huh? Sacred city of stones, or of stone. Clockwise from top left. So, clockwise. So, Machu Picchu, as it appears today. So this is the way it appears today. On a ridge above the Urubamba Valley. Expertly crafted dry stone houses and steps. Typical trapezoidal windows. A view of the site in 1911. Okay. Huh? It has changed a lot, huh? I suppose now a lot of tourists go there to see it, so they have to maintain it. It seems the archaeologists believe the setting was sacred to the Incas. I've also read, it's probably a conspiracy theory or something, that this was helped by the aliens. Imagine that. Northern Lights. The Aurora Borealis forms a 2,000-mile wide oval over the North Pole. An audience of one. Now that will be me one day. Maybe it will be you too. An audience of one. Residents of Alaska, such as this woman in Anchorage, I think that's how it's pronounced, know that the best time to view the northern lights is during long midwinter nights, when the sun is at the solar maximum. The period of greatest activity is the solar cycle. In the solar cycle. I think this is a scientific explanation of how the northern lights happen. You have the sun here, and then we are here. Let's see. That's the magnetic pole. Okay. Mount Everest. Now that is a challenge. The world's highest peak, 29,035 feet. Some 325 million years ago, Mount Everest was the floor of the ancient Tethys Sea, but about 60 million years ago, the tectonic plate carrying India collided with the Eurasian plate, forcing the ocean floor against the Asian landmass, squeezing and thrusting it slowly, giving rise to the Himalaya mountain range 25 million years ago. Wow. The grandly named Great Trigonometric Survey, begun by Sir George Everest in 1830, measured the mountain for the first time, and in 1852 declared the highest point on Earth, a lofty 29,035 feet. It seems that it was not until 101 years later, in 1953, that Edmund Hillary, a New Zealand beekeeper, and Tenzin Norgay, a shepherd, became the first people known to reach the summit. That's interesting. So, Edmund Hillary, huh? Now that was probably even a greater challenge. They probably didn't have the gear that we can have nowadays back then. Ah, blue moon. That's beautiful. Did you know that you can actually take a picture of the moon like this with binoculars? I actually took a picture once, I think maybe 2 or 3 years ago, of the full moon through my binoculars. I have to actually check it out so I can share it. It was amazing, but I was so surprised you can actually do that. But they're not, they're powerful binoculars, not like the average, so maybe that's why. Landscape. Sulfur. That looks like something volcano that contains sulfur. Ah, Yellowstone. Okay. Yellowstone is home to more geothermal features than any place on Earth. Of course. A wolf. Nice. Animal and mineral. Wolves such as this male, calling his pups, roam Yellowstone in 11 overlapping packs. Mineral terraces, so this, form from dissolved limestone that rises through hot springs, solidifying when the water hits the open air. Now, isn't that amazing? We live in such an awesome world. I remember, like, my auntie used to be the kind of people that, they wet the finger, like on the index, and then they just go like. And I remember as a kid, I would be thinking, stop doing that. Then I will grab the magazine and it'll be all slobbered with your saliva. Obviously, they don't actually do it like that. It's just a little bit, so because it gets dry or something. I never do it though. I guess I don't flip as many magazines. Now that's another dream come true, to go to the Grand Canyon and take pictures at dawn or at sunset. That's beautiful. Sacred waters. Richly hued sandstone and greenery frame Havasu Falls in the Grand Canyon's Havasupai Reservation. The The blue-green waters are sacred to the Havasupai Indian tribe. I guess we all have our beliefs, huh? Great Rift Valley. Look at this. Tongariro. This reminds me of Lanzarote. There is a green, I think it's called El Lago Verde, and it's same with this pigment, green, obviously because it's volcanic. It's a volcanic island. There's a lot of sulfur, azufre, and that gives the pigment. Oh. Ah, water. My favorite section. Let's see. Yeah. That's the Angel Falls. It seems that the Angel Falls became internationally famous in 1930s after some American flyer called Jimmy Angel landed nearby. The Venezuelan falls on the Jurun River drop free of the cliff face for 3,212 feet, which is around 979 meters, making them the highest in the world. Blue holes, okay. Now that's the reason why you need a PADI license to enjoy this with your oxygen tank. Fjords. I'm not too sure I would want to be there. Like here. It's like erosion. It's all good. I think I remember doing that in the Cliffs of Moher in Ireland. And it dawned on me that underneath it's like this. So obviously year after year, decade after decade, you have the wind blowing and eroding, and at some point, I'm sure somebody's gonna be standing there and go like poof. I remember like I did a one-day trip from Dublin to the Cliffs of Moher, and I have to say it was very tiring, but the driver was very funny. In fact, when we got to the Cliffs of Moher, he said like, look, every year we lose around 2 tourists to the cliffs because they just fall taking selfies or something like that, which is very sad. But then he put a funny spin to it and to the people in the coach, and said like, look, if one of you if that happens to be one of you, just make sure to smile on your way down so we can take pictures. I thought that was like that was odd but funny. I think that's what comedians are. They take something serious and they have a knack for turning things into a lighter with a lighter note, to the mood, a better mood. Garden under the sea. Now I don't know about these. Reclaimed by nature. Okay, it seems that The idea is to put sculptures in the water so nature takes over. Now, originally when I heard the idea, I thought like, isn't that polluting the water? But then maybe they are very careful of what they put there. Maybe it's beneficial to nature. I don't know. Victoria Falls. So this is Victoria Falls, and it's the largest curtain of falling water in the world. So the other one, the Angel Falls, was the largest fall in the world, like a cascade down. And this one seems to be the largest curtain, And it's located in Zambia and Zimbabwe. Oh. I'm not too sure about that. I mean, I'm sure it's fun, but again, erosion. I'm sure it's like a little swimming pool. You can actually stay here. Maybe there's a hole or something, but still, wow. You must have some courage to do that. Okay, it says not quite as risky as it looks. A Zambian man's somersault drops him into a pool alongside the main cascade of Victoria's Fall. 108 meters high. Somersault drops. I wonder. This looks like rocks, man. It's like a... Yeah, it looks... You know what this reminds me? It reminds me of quartz. But obviously it's ice. Siberian ice, of course. Then we have the Great Barrier Reef. And fishies. And this is the rainforest, I suppose. But I think that's it. Oh, monkey and the baby. Blue Lagoon. Now, that's one of the things I would love to do, right? I would love to also go to Iceland and go to the Blue Lagoon. I've heard there it has a lot of medical properties, but everyone who I've known that goes there, they come back saying that it smells of rotten eggs, which, okay, it might be volcanic and all that, but surely it can't be that bad. I guess just for that, I have to go and see if it truly smells of rotten eggs. So beautiful. Now that's us. One day, he'll be there, like her. Here, they roll. Big cat. Okay. Anyway, so that's my old National Geographic. I don't think I can call it vintage, but yeah. That's it. One of my favorites magazines. So, if you're interested in National Geographic, remember, library is your best friend. You can probably go in and take one out on a loan, or just sit there and read it. So until next time, take care of yourself. Enjoy the evening.